Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Thought you could hide, eh? Oi! Halt!
If I were you, Master, I'd not leave this unread.
Let's have a look then.
Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle.
Our soldiers need better training. Cannot help but be wary.
Not to look forward to, but a long day of work. What should I get up to today?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals. Regarding the Vermundian military, yes? Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
These ogre bones.
What should I get up to today?
It's just another way to save your own skin.
Welcome.
Can't afford any mistakes this time.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Precious little time. For a song it does.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false Arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false Arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Harve Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of Saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
There is surely no challenge to which we cannot rise.
Back to it, I suppose.
When does my watch end?
Anyone gives me trouble, townspeople do.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist. We cannot break it from this side. Really? Now?
Speaking of which, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same. Goblins, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worm.
Get down!
It's not worth writing home about.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beach friends for allies.
Each to their own.
An impressive diversion. Shall I finish them off, Arisen?
We are at our best when we combine our strength. One of us has been drenched! I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. I grant you Gael's blade. Use it well.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?
I'm not quite as nimble as I'd like to be, but I suppose that's what I get for carrying so many things. Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep? Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating. Let my magic grant you an elemental boost. Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Look there. I espy another statue.
What say we mark it in our minds as a place of interest? No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I'll do anything.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
And I might just let you live.
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard. I shan't let them harm you.
quite a large boulder. But methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
Shall we set it rolling?
Protect the shipment! Steel yourself! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? We must defend the cargo. Their reputation.
Let us see what you're made of!
One of us has been trenched. Arisen! Are you alright? I grant you fire's blades. Use it well.
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. No harm in picking a few. We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating.
Oi there, friend. All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my Oxcart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melve again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melve. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought not to keep the recipient waiting.
That's it! I've had enough! Clear off! And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly!
But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply just...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call the sentinels on you again. Are we clear?
'Tis uncommon for a lad of his age to be unable to shop on his own.
Oh, 'tis you! You're the good sir who aided me in Melve. Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you. Off to market I go.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every other night, isn't it? I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
Gather round! Treat your ears to... Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
There's a ladder here.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
What ought I to do?
I'm in fine fettle today.
I've got to
Here's a
focus.
welcome sight.
The shift's only just begun. Not
We're
good
setting
will
out.
come of this.
Jump on if you're paid.
Methinks I've earned a rest.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
I suppose I ought to check the wheels before we depart. Time to be heading home.
Suppose I'd best earn my keep. Close courage,
Be ready! Our foes are armed! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Well fought, Arisen. Let our foes cower before lightning's crackle.
Witness my ire.
At least I can go. My head held high.
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy. Well done, Master.
It's been a hard day.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
I must earn people's faith.
It's been a hard day.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margit, you say? 'Tis a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
We'd best report back.
It's this way.
Ingenious. My own master must hear of this tactic.
Now that is a surprise.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
It's this way.
I'll not take that from you.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor. Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Where are you going?
Let me get that.
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Where are you going?
Yeah, more than my life's worth, this.
Not much going on.
And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
Well met, sir.
Am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Am I to do? Puzzle begins to take. He really ought to have returned.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Still too early to say. Suppose I best earn my feet.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
Now here's a welcome sight.
This oxcart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Tired.
What to do?
Slept a wink.
Lots to do.
About time I taught that dullard a lesson.
Off we trot.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Suppose things can't always be my way.
Out of the park. Are you not a bloody disgrace?
No more!
An ogre is upon us! We have no means of exploiting our enemies' weakness.
Well, we thought the women as a mockery of slaves.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemies vindictive, but it's not necessarily easier to counter.
Well done. I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
Let my magic grant you an elemental.
If we're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
Really? Now?
Steel yourself! Whoa!
I see not even the Arisen could resist my charms.
Ah, here we are. The Oxcart made it without too much trouble. Mayhap we can employ a cop.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend.
Oxcarts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master. You have my support.
We have yet to explore all the corners of this place. 'Twould be a shame if aught were overlooked.
Indeed. Let us know if we can be of assistance, Arisen.
Get our foes to cower before lightning's crackle. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Well fought, Arisen. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Outstanding.
I'll hold the enemy in place. Splendid. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
Oi, you there! You fit to fight, give us a hand. Right, lend us your aid. We're in your debt. Scatter the goblins!
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if there's a chance.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. Putting that aside, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Where there's a way in, there's a way out. I knew we'd put that cave behind us.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit. Right you are.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.
I grant you lightning fangs.
I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might pass the spell more quickly.
It was excellent. I could have done no better.
Focus. The battle continues.
Splendid. Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen. Well done. tried to find a moment to gather our strength. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boost. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
One of us is being drenched! We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
I will protect you. I grant you roaring flame. I'll keep them pinned down.
Let me get that.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see
This bow is drawn to women as a moth to a flame.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy difficult, but not necessarily easier to counter. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait.
I understand. Even for a moment.
This looks like trouble. That all you've got? Hope this job plays out better than the last.
No rest for the weary, it seems. We will be hard-pressed to find victory here if we cannot heal our wounds.
Most impressive, Master.
We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet done. Not bad.
I'd be caught unawares. I am shamed.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries. Halt! Fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us sort of use.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it?
Seems your luck's run out. And mine.
I grant you roaring flame.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Where do you think you're going, eh?
Whatever it is you need, I shall gladly follow.
I am in awe of your powers of detection. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant. Furthermore,
I'll go and open the chest. there is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us. How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
in no way I might give them the slip. To doubt my words is folly, for everyone I speak is true.
Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
Proceeding ill-prepared invites an early grave.
Understood.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Damn blizzard! Is this where I'm to draw my last? I'm Sonnet!
I grant you lightning strikes.
I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight another day.
That old man by the shore. What drives him so unbendingly out into open waters?
Curious, isn't it?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
'Tis uncommonly rare, this. I look forward to informing my own master of its finding when I return beyond the rift. Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use. Another encounter? I feel like this. We're already progressing our fields. Go back, and I'll include you in my magic. It's right there. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
You're not one of ours. Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my own accord just now. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
Our task is complete.
Well said.
This cavern is most queer. Past surveys revealed no such ruins. Could there be a connecting tunnel? Mayhap that's how the creatures got in. This place warrants further searching, no doubt.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well. Well done! One of us has been drenched!
The flicker of a shadow, the gleam of an eye, the echo of a footfall. If we hone our senses, no foe shall escape us.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
Allow me, Master. 'Tis within my reach. Might I be of assistance? I would be glad to demonstrate the efficacy of my mage skills, should you desire magical assistance. Might I be of assistance?
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Keep your eyes peeled.
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. Well now. I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the captain. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess. You need not trouble yourself further.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with saurians. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I used to call this place home, you see, in times more peaceful. You're the Arisen, are you? Well, that's something. We were hoping to reclaim our village, but it doesn't seem we'll have much luck. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking we'd return once the baleful thing was gone. Easier said than done, clearly. In our absence, a basque of saurians have made our homes their own. What are we to do? The guards not like to send soldiers all the way out here. But mayhap they needn't at all. You please, sir, do something, anything about the saurians infesting our village.
Saurians abound, Master. Be on your guard.
Careful now.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Fly off as soon as you can. I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true.
Ensure your next attack is no less perfect. Wait a minute.
Hard as stone. Ideal for tossing at our other foes.
Our results are awaited.
Is the deed done, good Arisen? We shall all be able to return to our homes at last. I can hardly wait to bring these tidings to the other villagers. I dare say we'll have this place livable again ere long. I cannot thank you enough. Long will you be known as a friend to our village. If you happen to pass by, do come visit us, won't you? I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack. For your...
With this, the peril has passed. Still, perhaps we ought to visit the village again anon, just to be certain.
I quite agree.
What are you up to? Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure. What are you up to?
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
Excellent work, Master. We have fulfilled our duty to satisfaction.
Indeed. You've culled more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of your valor will soon be told in taverns.
Well said.